What's up, guys? How you doing? This is wrong button. This is not really a series, but I wanted to do kind of a instead of a let's play, kind of a let's talk. Uh, it's kind of like while I play, I just talk about either what I'm doing, what's going on in life, news, anything I might want to talk about. So more chill series. Um, Thought I'd start off by just showcasing the world. This is a world I've been working on for a couple months. Uh, Not played entirely consistently. I started while I was still in school, still taking exams and stuff, and I just kind of did it as a way to disconnect. Little by little, been working it up. Started taking working a little bit more over when school ended. Summer started. Didn't have as much to do, so yeah, so here's the world tour. I have shaders on to make it look a little bit prettier. So this is my base, or my house. Started off, this was the first build that I did on this server, or not on the server, on this world. Um, yeah, this is the base. It's inspired by Pixel Riffs. This is kind of what his similar design. I just kind of added a little bit more to it, made it look a little bit more intricate with little designs on the sides. Added this little section over here, and I'll show you guys the inside. I think mine might be a little bit bigger, but I don't know for sure about that. Um, Bottom downstairs is pretty basic. Have a little Harry Potter cupboard under the stairs, bed. Three little pets that I've collected as I've been playing. I got my dog, got my cat, got a little parrot. No names for them at the moment. Little pottery pot that I have at the moment. I think I have one that has designs on it too. Just little workstations here. Eventually gonna move all the workstations to the bottom, but at the moment, once you go upstairs, have a couple signs for things that I want to do coming up. New boots, efficiency 5, a raid farm. This one has little symbols on it just because with 1.21 raid farms no longer work. So I'm thinking of potentially not doing the raid farm. Leaning towards still doing it just because I do want to get some totems. Mm. And at the moment, I'm still playing on 1.20 despite 1.21 already having been released. Just because I do have Better End installed. I think eventually I want to get rid of Better End, but at the moment, if I just delete Better End, it stops my world stops working. Like I can't go through portals anymore, like Nether and whatever. So all my Better End stuff I have in here. Haven't done anything with it just because I don't know if I actually am going to end up keeping Better End. So I don't want to like I don't even have any Better End armor. Like my armor is just Minecraft Netherite armor. So yeah, so this is my little storage area. This is very temporary at this point. It started off as permanent, but like some of these chests are filling up a lot. Um, I was like, see, I mean, this is whatever. Like, some of these chests are starting to fill up. Barrels are like all being used for something. They're kind of just overflow. Like I have a ton of grass, so I just throw it in here. This is just like treasure. Yeah, see, I do have the decorated pot. Um, so yeah, this is very temporary, as you can see here. Sorting system, just regular like base, a little like base that I'm planning on throwing on the other side of this wall. Um, Having my storage system there. I can show you guys up here. I think I'm gonna put it right there. I'll show you, talk to you guys about what that is in a moment. Yeah, this is a little at the top of the base. I threw this on just because if I want to like fly out from here, I thought it was cool. Sometimes I'll just like fly from somewhere else and then just fly into here. Um, and then I also wanted a little balcony that I could like look out at all my builds, or some of my builds from. Um, Moving on, have Dragon Head beacon that I just built but haven't installed yet. Oh, a little balcony over here. Sometimes I will also fly onto here, fly out from here as well. We'll see some of the other builds that were around there after. Yeah, I do have a bed on me. So if you come out this way, Have a little farm here. This was my temporary crop farm, but I just recently built a crop farm over there. Let me get my spyglass out. Yeah, so just recently built that crop farm over there. So this is pretty much no longer necessary, but just gonna keep it there for aesthetics. Built this little waterfall. It kind of just goes down, just like a little scenic little route. This was actually, I did want to get rid of that. There was mangrove trees there because I was farming some mangrove trees. So, and I just recently got rid of them. That's why there's so many vines. Might keep some of them. I feel like it adds a little bit to it. If you look over here, have a little pond with some axolotls that the waterfall goes into. Had to make a little dam because the axolotls were just like climbing all the way up. Might look for a better solution to that, but for the moment, that's my solution. Yeah, so eventually here what I want to do is this is like if you look over here, up here, this is like all a hill. So what I'm hoping to do potentially is expand that into like this massive lush man-made lush cave. That's about my plans for this. Most of the rest of it is gonna stay kind of the same. It opens out into the ocean that way. This is a lighthouse. We'll go and check that out next, or check that out soon. This little bridge over here is just because I was inside the lighthouse is my villager breeder. I'll show you guys that. And I was transporting the villagers over to the crop farm. Next, once we're back inside the house, you come over here. This is a temporary wool farm. A wool farm is something I want to do next, but needed some wool because I was using the bed strategy to get netherite. So I also don't know why this is glitching out. Whenever I have my sword in my hand, it glitches out. Or if I have any item that I think it's just anything that's enchanted for some reason, it does that. But anything else works fine. Not sure why that's happening, but maybe a shaders thing. I might have to update the shaders or something. Yeah, so this is my blacksmith house. This basically, the way this works is I can put anything that I want to smelt in here. Press this lever, it'll send the minecart out, fill up the furnaces. If I have any fuel that I want to add, I can just throw that in there. At the moment I have kelp blocks, explain why next, but if you come up here, have a little balcony, same little thing. I can shoot out on my elytra from over there. If I come down, what I have set up here is a bamboo farm. Not entirely efficient because ideally I would want to have like a minecart picking everything up. But now that I think about it, I could have hoppers set up that just it could get a little complicated. But anyway, not entirely efficient. I just have it running in the background just in case I ever don't have fuel that I want to throw in, and I can have like a reserves of bamboo to just put in. But at the moment, if you look, tons of bamboo literally stacked. Not super efficient for fuel, but it gets the job done. So whenever I don't have fuel to throw in there, it'll be my backup. Next we have a little area right here for blacksmith, just a crafting table, anvil. Nothing that's super functional, just more for decoration. Little like wood logs that the blacksmith uses. Have a little smoke coming out of the lava. Did a similar effect with the chimney. Let me go over here. Yeah, really happy with the way that one came out. Towards the end, I have like some projects that I'm passing by that I'm planning on doing future projects. Like this is related to a future project. This was natural. I did not carve this out, but this is related. I've left because of a future project. So yeah, so this used to be a kelp farm. I might throw a screenshot of what that kelp farm used to look like on the screen right now. Yeah, I made the kelp farm. Took me a couple hours, and when I finished it, I realized that it wasn't super efficient, or it wasn't as efficient as I would like it to be. So at the end, I was like, well, this is it was also massive. Like, to even get somewhat efficient to where I wanted it to be, I needed to be like ginormous. So even from up there, it was blocking my view out to see anything past the kelp farm, and I was kind of upset about that because I liked standing up there and looking out. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get rid of it. It's not efficient. It blocks my view. It's kind of ugly. I don't know how to disguise it as something else other than just a massive rectangle. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Got rid of it, replaced it with this just to remember that there was a kelp farm there at some point. I think uh, eventually I'm gonna build something here. Like I'm thinking the sorter, the sorting system I might build here. Not 100% sure about that, but that's where I'm leaning towards. Then I have a little archery post right here. Might keep it depending on what I end up doing with the sorter, how big the sorter is. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so going this way, we get to, there's no path to it right now. Eventually there will be a little path to it, maybe even out of sand since it's like a little lighthouse, maybe out of cobblestone. I don't know. The paths that you guys see going towards the other projects are not permanent because I'm not super happy with them. I feel like they look a little odd. So that's a work in progress. Anyway, we come in here. This is my villager breeder. Basically, it's not it's only semi-automatic. I do have to give the villagers food. So I'm thinking of eventually creating a full one and building something else, another small project in here. I don't know what yet, but I try to give every build that I have at least some sort of functionality. Rails over here to be able to transport the villagers, and then I have eventually, if I do get rid of the farm, I might replace it with a staircase, but for right now I just have scaffolding. It's just some staggered scaffolding that lets you see the whole base from here or lets you fly out into the ocean. Hopefully eventually we'll have builds all over this. For the moment I don't, but anyway, we can actually fly out this way, get back in front of the house. Yeah, so this way we have a sugarcane farm. This is actually one of the first automatic farms I built. Basic sugarcane farm, nothing special. Just made it look nice, made it look pretty. Was pretty happy with how this came out. Not super intricate, but blends in nicely. And it's been collecting sugarcane. Don't really need much more. I don't know why. Oh, this is because I was using a similar design from the sugarcane farm for the bamboo farm that I have in there. But let me see if I can patch this up. No, I don't have grass on me. Yeah, so this is where I collect. It's always just generating sugarcane, and pretty much does everything I need it to. If I need paper, it makes it for me. If I want fireworks, just come over here, grab some sugarcane. Coming over this way, we have a little staircase that I built. Haven't continued the path this way. In here, we have our mending villager. He has a little home here. Not much on the inside. Might decorate that at some point. Just a little home. Kind of blends in with the rest of the builds. Then we have our nether portal. We'll check on that in a little bit, and we'll check out what the nether looks like. Still a work in progress. If we come this way, we have a little big wheat farm. I want to expand this a little bit to have it like surrounding the entire farmhouse. Not the entire like base, but like all this little like farmhouse. Yeah, I guess it's farmhouse. In here we have sheep. Here we have cows. To move the cows, I basically started off, or they used to be located like in the middle of there, like in the between the farmhouse and the house. I just relocated them, killed all of them except 2, and then haven't brought them all back yet. Still working on that, but don't need steak after I got golden carrots, so not a huge priority. So I haven't really thought about it. I do want to definitely get the sheep population up because sometimes I do need wool. Even though I'm gonna have a wool farm eventually, sometimes I might need a little bit extra, and just we'll have some sheep there to bring it back up. Moving on. Here I might do chicken and cat and pigs. Right now these have just spawned because I've just let them spawn. Up here, just a little like attic for the farmhouse, some random barrels, some hay bales, bed, and from here you can shift and take off if you want to. Moving on from that, have a little path. I want to connect the windmill, a path to the windmill. Haven't figured out exactly how I want to do that, because like it's like awkwardly, I'll show you guys now, but yeah, little circular path around the windmill. This is this little area is for me to go and check on the villagers that are, I'll show you guys that next. Yeah, I want to build a little path this way, but it's kind of awkward where like the path is kind of like awkwardly in between the villager, the bending villager, and the nether portal. Might move the nether portal at some point, but not a huge priority at the moment. But yeah, so this is an iron farm. Golems spawn right here. Eventually want to add carpets here, so I haven't seen any iron golems spawn here, but just in case, I want to make sure I do that. Fall down here. Have iron golems spawn down here. Drop down here. I think zombies are spawning at the up at the top. Eventually want to have a sorter here to collect the poppies and separate the poppies and the iron. See, there's a couple iron golems. But for the moment, I'm fine with it right now. Yeah, other than that, it's just a windmill. Took a while to find the design. Actually, the two designs that have taken me the longest to figure out were the windmill and the lighthouse took me even longer, just because it went through so many different design iterations. I even posted on Reddit asking like what's a good design, which design is better. Settled on that one. Really happy with how it came out. Most of the builds, it's like I'm working on them and I'm not happy with them, and I end up just rebuilding them multiple times until finally I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm happy with this design. Similar thing happened with this crop farm, but didn't take as long as the other ones. Yeah, this is a crop farm. Villager will collect the crops that grow. Right now I only have carrots just because I was really low on carrots. I might replace one of the sides with potatoes, even though I don't really need potatoes, but yeah. And then so there's a villager in there where these villagers will collect the carrots, throw it to him to feed him, and they'll get collected by those hopper mine carts there and funnel into here. And that's pretty much it for the overworld. I haven't done much else. There's like desert temple that way, fought the wither over that way. Oh, by the way, the reason that this is set up, I don't know if I explained, but bringing the villagers from lighthouse to the crop farm. And that's pretty much it for the overworld. So I'll see you guys back in the nether. And this is my nether hub. So yeah, I have a zombie farm that way. It was a little early XP farm. Have my respawn anchor. Nothing going this way yet. So most of my stuff is going that way or that way or that way. If we come this way, I'll show you guys my early zombie XP farm. Haven't finished the nether hub. That's on my to-do list. But it's not a priority. I have access to all the portals that I need to have access to. Yeah, this is my zombie farm. Have a little room in here. Have the enchanting here since I was doing most of my XP collecting from here. Have a cleric here. These trades aren't super efficient because they lock up so fast. I also want to add a sorting thing here. I just don't need rotten flesh for any reason. Traded most of it recently. Yeah, that's pretty much it here. There's not much else in the zombie farm. Up there you can see the zombie farm itself. As you're standing here, the zombies will just spawn because there's a spawner up there. Eventually want to do this with a skeleton and a spider spawner that I've found, but haven't gotten around to that yet. If we keep going this way, this also, I had the zombie farm nether portal built here. I guess I had calculated where the portal was supposed to be incorrectly once, and so I had to move it. That's why that's there. This is kind of the nether hub layout build bar. I'll show you guys quickly my gold farm. It's pretty much up here. Just to go there faster, let me just... What is happening? I'll see you guys in a sec. Yeah, so that was where I had gone down to look for netherite. And if we keep going up here, we have the nether roof. Use that glitch to break the bedrock. Have another portal here that takes me back home. If we keep going this way, that's our gold farm. And it's basically become an XP farm. Like you get XP so quickly from this. Yeah, basically the way it works is you hit one of the pigmen. This guy gets mad at you. He always stays mad at you because he always like has the ability to see you. And then you just start swinging. That's why my level's so high, because like I come here to mend all my tools, and I have a big build that involves gold planned that's upcoming. It's gonna be in a big desert that's right next to a coral reef. I'm planning on building like a big pyramid, kind of like Egypt, like a modern Egyptian empire if it never fell. So yeah, basically, the hoppers will sort everything little by little. Just dirt and then a gold ingot. It'll sort everything little by little until these chests fill up. Another reason, I have so much rotten flesh, that's why I also don't need that other thing. And then yeah, any swords that the pigmen drop just automatically get dispensed into lava, because I don't really care for that little bit of gold that I could get from the swords. Yeah, another chest, just have a bunch of rockets and yeah, just regular stuff that I might need. Yeah, so that's it for here. I'll see you guys back at the nether hub. Alright, and we're back. I think that's about it in those directions to see, so we can head this way now. Still haven't built the hub on this way, going this way. Actually, before I walk into these guys, let me put on my gold armor. It's boots, which isn't ideal, but whatever. Yeah, at this point I have found every biome. Not every biome, but yeah, my end portal's down that way. Not much else to see there other than just a stronghold. Here's the ocean. This area is actually really nice. Like I have some nice builds planned for this way. Kind of show you guys some of what I have planned. I'm gonna go to sleep. Throw these boots back on. I have some nice builds planned this way, like the desert with the coral reef right next to it is this way. Might not show you guys the desert, but when I do build that, you guys will definitely see the desert. Yeah, the coral reef, there's the ocean monument. There's actually like 2 ocean monuments. I think it's that way. One's that way, one's that way. They're like really close to each other. So one I want to empty and keep it underwater. Or one I think I'm going to empty and like make some like a cool base at it. And then the other one I might turn it into a guardian farm. That's my goal. So yeah, so up here, the bubble column, that was before I had elytra. This is a creeper farm. Built it on netherrack just because it was the easiest thing to build. Have this campfire if I ever want to make it AFKable. Creepers drop, I can just kill them, collects automatically into here. Yeah, campfires just in case I ever want to make it AFK, then just chests with sugarcane, and in case I ever am missing rockets, ender chest to throw the rockets right in there when I have extra. So yeah, that's actually the monument right there. Before I die, let me fly. That's kind of it for the big builds. Alright guys, yeah, so that's pretty much it for the world. That's all I have done so far. I hope you enjoyed the world. My goal for this world is pretty much to have builds that look really nice, but also build functional things. Like build everything that I deem useful, and that's basically if I need a lot of some material and it's farmable, I'll make a farm for it. And maybe just something that a farm that I think looks cool or that functions cool, and I just want to make it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much my goal for this world. Build nice things and build functional things within them. Sometimes I'll just build nice things just to build nice things. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's my goal for the YouTube videos that I'm gonna be posting are a let's talk where we can just talk about whatever, anything that maybe you guys want to talk about, anything that I want to talk about while I play the world. And sometimes it'll be just talking about the game. Sometimes it'll be talking about anything that I deem I want to talk about. So yeah, so this is episode 1. I hope the videos will get a little bit more structured as I make more, but this one's going to be a little bit all over the place since I'm just showing things. But yeah, eventually I want to even start streaming either TikTok or YouTube or Twitch. That's for when I was doing one of the achievements to jump from the top and land all the way at the bottom. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know when I'll post another one, but when I have a build that I want to showcase or that I want to show me building, I'll do that. So hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.